Joining me now from Berkeley, California is Mei Zhang. She is the founder of WildChina, an award-winning travel company, and she's the author of Travels Through Dali with a Leg of Lamb. So I know this is something you obviously follow very closely because it's your livelihood. So are we seeing signs of life when it comes to travel and tourism? What do we see in terms of travel for the Qingming Festival?
Okay, first of all, it's good to see you, Mike. And my book is with a leg of ham. In Yunnan, we eat more ham. Thank you for the question. So the travel has not only gotten rebounded back to 2019 level, it has gone beyond. We're seeing overall a 10 to 30% growth above the 2019 level. So this is way above last year. Last year was half of 2019 level when we first talked.
And lots of people stayed home for the Spring Festival, and now I think they're just itching to get out. What are some other signs you're going to be looking for in the weeks, months ahead?
Oh my goodness. So the tomb sweeping holiday precedes the May Day holiday by about a month. So all the numbers, the 145 million trips that you saw for tomb sweeping holiday was only the first wave. Wait to see the second wave. For May Day holiday, we're currently experiencing a 200% growth over previous years, 2019's flight searches, and the prices have gone up. So you are going to see a huge growth on May Day holiday, and also coupled with price increases about 30%.
So what do you do to prepare for something like that?
Me as an individual, I stay home if I can choose. Me in the business, try to lock down a little bit of the business as much as you can, but majority. Remember, I work for WildChina, so my focus is really not to steer people towards the scenic sites. I would avoid the Great Wall, Badaling. I would avoid the Longmen Grottos, and just go to the countryside. If you can, spend time walking in nature. That is a much better option.
You know, I have to ask you this because last year at this time, the virus was really starting to take hold with 1 million cases worldwide. The thought of travel seemed so remote at that time. For someone in your line of work, what's your thinking in April of 2021, and how does that differ from April 2020?
Thank you for asking. I think I'm not alone in feeling a relief that we're really on the way of recovery. But right now, the recovery is all in China, concentrated domestically. You see a lot of domestic travel. That's why there's crowding on capacity in supply in China now. But cross-border travel is yet still to loosen up. We don't have any clients that can enter China, I myself included. The 2-week quarantine is still a barrier to entry, and Chinese cannot quite travel freely overseas yet, both because of vaccine availability as well as the control of the pandemic overseas, right? So, but we're so close. I think in October, this fall, we're going to be able to see the first groups of cross-border travelers. This is night and day. This is daytime already compared to a year ago. We were in the darkness, really.
I have to ask you one more question before we let you go. Given the fact that you're there in California, you've watched what's happened in China where they've really kind of gotten a stranglehold on the virus. There's still clusters popping up here or there. Here in the United States, we're starting to see vaccinations kind of taking off. What you've seen in China, give us an idea, maybe a snapshot. What does that say about how things will look in the United States in the months ahead?
I think the United States is actually on a great path of getting the vaccination into people's arms, getting the jab. At the vaccination centers, you sense a lot of sense of hope. So this ramping up of vaccination will really help America getting back on track. And I think the entire travel industry in America looks at China and can see China is a few months ahead of us, and we see hope. You know, when it's managed well, when the crowd all moves in one direction, get vaccinated, and behave to protect each other, we have hope.
Well, Mei Zhang, let's hope we can all get back to traveling soon and we can take your book and read it on the trip. Thanks so much.
Thank you.